This place is the highest coastal village in Europe and has plenty to offer. What is up everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Danny and following the previous video, today we will be talking about hidden places in Cote D'Azur, also known as French Riviera. In the previous video I spoke about the top places to visit, and on today's video we will have 13 hidden places. So as I mentioned on the previous video, Cote d'Azur doesn't necessarily have a specific area that you can say from here to there that's Cote d'Azur. However, most people will consider the area from Saint-Tropez towards Monton to be the area of the French Riviera. On today's list, I actually have a couple of locations that are not included in this specific area, but they will be nearby, you can say that. And so if you are willing to travel a little bit further away from the center of Nice, for example, then this will be quite good locations for you. So without further ado, let's jump into your first hidden destination in Cote d'Azur. So the first location in this list will be Villefranche-sur-Mer. This place is a very colorful town and it is a location nearby Nice, and one of my favorite things about it is not only that it's a colorful town, and you guys know that I love that type of location, but it is also a great place if you're looking for a nice sandy beach instead of just staying at the Pebble Beach in Nice. So Villefranche-sur-Mer is definitely one of the best areas if you are willing to just walk a little bit or even taking a bus there so you can enjoy a nice afternoon in a beach. Even though I added Villefranche-sur-Mer on this list, Villefranche has become quite popular among tourists in the last few years, and so very soon it might be part of the top places instead of the hidden places. The second destination in our list is Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. I will just shorten it to Cap-Ferrat because it's way easier for me. And basically this location is the second place to visit in terms of beaches if you are based in Nice but you don't want to go to the Pebble Beach. Now, in my opinion, if you would put Villefranche or Cap-Ferrat in a list, I would definitely recommend Cap-Ferrat over Villefranche simply because it has less tourists, and so you'll have more opportunity to, have a space for yourself without the crowds. But not only that, is also a very beautiful place. While in Villefranche you've got the view towards the colorful houses, which is also nice, the coast is not as beautiful as Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, where you can actually see the hills. So the views from Cap-Ferrat are so pretty. I would definitely spend more time in those beaches rather than the ones in Villefranche. Talking about beaches in Cap-Ferrat, I would recommend two of them. So the first one would be Palome Beach. That is mostly crowded because it's right next to the bus stop that you can stop at when you come off of Nice. Or you can walk to Passable Beach, where you will find a lot less people than in the first one. Again, bear in mind that some of these areas might be private, but you can definitely find public spots in both of these beaches. If you like big villas and nice gardens, then there is a beautiful one that you should definitely not miss if you are in Cap-Ferrat. The next destination in our list is Beaulieu-sur-Mer, and this location is pretty close to Villefranche and Cap-Ferrat, and so you can easily access it by walk from any of these previous locations. Beaulieu is a very small village that probably you didn't even know it exists. Now this place is a complete hidden gem because it's mostly overlooked by tourists, mostly because of other places nearby such as Villefranche and Cap-Ferrat as well as Aix and Nice. And not only that, this is a place that, because it lacks the tourists, it is a very good place to relax. Whether you just want to do local shopping or if you want to enjoy a nice afternoon at the beach, this place might be a very good option for you if you like to get away from the crowds and explore a little bit more than other people. If you visit this region mostly because of beaches, then you've got two very good options. One will be the Ants Beach, and don't ask me about the name, which is basically the most popular beach since it's located in the center and in a very popular bay, the Ants Bay. And there is another beach that is less crowded but has beautiful views to the cliffs, and that is called Little Africa Beach. And please don't ask me about the name on this one as well because Finally, if again you are someone who likes villas, that will be another one to visit in this area, but this one is more impressive for its interiors and not so much for its exteriors. It is very popular because of the type of art and architecture that you can find within the villa. This villa can actually be seen from almost anywhere in this part of the coast, especially because it is located right at the edge of the bay. So if you're visiting even Cap-Ferrat, you've probably seen the Greek villa from far away. Between this location and Monaco, we will have our fourth destination, and that is Cap d'Aille. This place has been a choice of residence for some celebrities over the years. This place has a beautiful port that is located right by the border with Monaco, as well as very beautiful beaches and a coastal path that connects them. If you like to hike, for example, you can go on a hike along the coastal path, but if you just want a relaxing day by the beach, then you've got plenty of options. The most popular beach in here will be Malaplage, and that's basically a beautiful beach. It really looks like paradise, but the access is not so easy, and so it is good for families, but depending on the kids that you take with you. Alternatively, if you're just looking for a beach with a very easy access, then you might want to look into Marquet Beach. The fifth destination on this list was actually one of my favorites, and that is La Turbie. Now, La Turbie is popular for a few different things. One of them will be the Trophy of Augustus, which is basically a gigantic Roman trophy that was built back in the year 6 before Christ. And this trophy used to be over 40 meters high. Nowadays, it's about 35 meters high, and you can easily visit it. Just please make sure you check the opening dates online, as you can get there and it might be closed, and it's certainly very disappointed going all the way up there and not being able to see this nice place. Other reasons why La Turbie is quite popular is basically because of its cobbled streets, as well as the popular viewpoint towards Monaco known as Tête de Chien, which translated to English means dog's head. After my research on French Riviera, I'm actually a bit concerned about how French people give the names to their sites, beaches and viewpoints. I mean, they're just quite interesting names. Anyways, this viewpoint is probably the best if you are looking for a great viewpoint towards Monaco. And not only that, if you walk towards the other side, you will have quite great views towards the Mediterranean coast, and you might even be able to see Corsica from far away if it is a very clear day. The next destination in our list is Grimaud and Port Grimaud. This is basically a small village near Saint-Tropez that will take you back to Venice. It is also known as Little Venice from the French Riviera. Obviously, its name comes from the layout of the small village as well as the canals. And as you can expect, some of the things to do on this place will include taking a boat tour along the canals, but you can also roam around its small narrow streets and visit the medieval part of Grimaud as well as its castle. The next site will be Grasse. Grasse is on this list not only because it is famous for its perfume production, but also because of its lavender fields. Now, while you can drive around and find some nice lavender fields, some people will go on a drive towards Gordes, where you can find a beautiful and quite popular abbey that has a very beautiful lavender field. If you are planning to visit a specific site, please bear in mind that this is not exactly in Grasse, and so you will have to drive all the way there. And not only that, you should definitely check their website, as they have entrance fees and also rules. Another great site to visit if you are nearby Grasse and you've got a bit of time will be Gorge de Loup. You can basically get here within 30 minutes drive from Grasse, and it's a perfect place to relax if you like to stay in contact with nature and away from less popular places. The next destinations are actually two, and these two locations are together in only one because they are next to each other and they are also quite close to Grasse, by the way. Not only that, they are small villages, and so if you are looking into small, narrow streets as well as good viewpoints from up the hill, then these two villages will be a nice day that you can plan out away from popular places. And because they offer quite the same, I decided to include them on this list together. That being said, even though these two villages have quite a lot in common, they are two completely different villages, and so you should spend a bit of time on each of them. The next destination on this list is Saint-Paul-de-Vence, the oldest medieval village in the whole French Riviera. Now, this village sits beautiful on a hill and it's popular for its art museum and galleries. But you can also spend quite a good time strolling around its narrow streets and also shopping local goods. And if you got a bit of time and you want to explore every bit of the French Riviera, then you can also consider visiting Vence. The next destination on the list has a beautiful name, but I completely gave up on pronouncing it. So let's jump into what this place has to offer. This place is quite overlooked, especially because most of the time tourists visit the French Riviera because of the coast, and so they are not really interested in visiting the countryside. Also, when people go and visit this area of the French Riviera, the east part that is close to Italy, they are basically looking to visit Menton, for example, and they are not interested in checking the villages that are up in the hill. And that is the case of this small village. This place is the highest coastal village in Europe and has plenty to offer. Not only beautiful views because of its nice location, but also narrow cobble streets, you guessed it, as well as ruins of a fort and a castle. So it's a quite nice place to spend some time if you are someone into villages and countryside locations. The next destination on the list will be the islands that are located right next to Cannes. So within 20 minutes by boat, you can easily access one or the other. So these two islands are basically this one as well as this one, and in each island you'll find something different to do. These two islands are mostly popular for its beautiful and quiet sand beaches as well as its great wildlife. Sainte-Marguerite, which is basically the largest island of these two, is very popular because of its Fort Royal, a former prison that is now a museum, and where you can find and visit the cell of the famous and mysterious man in the iron mask. If you love nature, then bird watching is something that you should consider, especially in this largest island. The smallest island has a large community of monks that have been living here for many years, and so you can visit an abbey as well as a nice monastery. As we approach the end of this list, I'm going to introduce two locations that are again a little bit away from all of the others. And the first one is Verdon Gorge. This area is the deepest gorge in France and is stunning. If you just see pictures of this like this one, you'll be like, yep, I'm adding that to the bucket list. And you definitely should. Whether you're into hiking, boat tours or kayaking, this place has something to offer, and you'll be amazed by the beautiful views and the colors of the water that you can find in this place. The last destination on our list is also a bit away from the other locations, and that is the Isle of... Now, this island is only 10 minutes away from the coast, and you will have to take the boat at Hier. This place, it's a perfect escape for a beach day, and whether you just like to take a sunbathing and then go for a swim in its turquoise waters, or you just want to be a bit active and go on a hiking or scuba diving or snorkeling or even sailing, this place has something to offer, and I'll guarantee you, you'll feel like you're in paradise. And with that last location, we have come to the end of this list. As always, I hope these kind of videos are informative and helpful to you, especially if you are planning to visit this part of the world. And if you have any comments at all or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Now, next week I'll be bringing you a more practical video, so it's going to be included in the travel tips rather than just itineraries and things to see and do like I have been doing up until now. I know you guys enjoy vlogs quite a lot, so I'll be making sure that I'll start to bring more of those and not only just informative videos. As always guys, I truly appreciate you. Please leave a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel and you've never seen my face before, then please subscribe to it and make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I come up with a new video, and then you can hear my annoying voice again. And if you're bored and you just want to watch some more travel content, I'll make sure to link 2 other videos in the next few seconds so you can check those as well. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Whoop.